Tonight on Kidnap and Rescue, 2 true stories of hostage recovery. A young girl is snatched from her home by Brazilian pornographers.
Children are rarely ever held for ransom anymore. They don't need to hold them for ransom.
And a brother and sister abducted by sex traffickers.
What I can do is give you the name of someone who can help.
You've only got one chance. If you fail, they're going to take the hostage, and you're never going to get him back. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, 2,000 children are kidnapped every single day here in the U.S. So by the time I finish telling you this statistic, we've already lost another child.
They're gonna get you. They're gonna take control and they're gonna scare you. They'll probably hurt you.
These kidnappers are well-trained, well-armed, and ruthless.
But there are elite operators trained to combat this threat.
We're defenders of the weak. We take the hunters and make them the hunted.
There's a reason people sleep peacefully in their beds at night, because we stand ready to do violence on their behalf.
It's a dangerous world. It's a dangerous game, and you have to be prepared to pay the ultimate price.
Aqui tem baixo aí.
Lá de perto uma power essa porra, rapaz, tá maluco? Não sabia como é que é isso aí.
Hello? Hi, did you want to see the baby? Is anyone there? Is anyone there?
Abre essa merda aí.
When one of these kidnappings take place, law enforcement is limited on what they can do with regard to response. They've got compliance issues, they've got jurisdictional boundaries. That's why it's good that there are private organizations that can stand in the gap.
I haven't met anyone that does what we do. A lot of people don't agree with what we do. I have a charity called ProjectChildSave. We recover children who have been kidnapped or sold into sexual slavery. You know, the FBI will knock down somebody's bedroom door and arrest them for downloading child pornography. But nobody's going where the children are being held, where they're filming them and stuff. And that's what we do. Children are rarely ever held for ransom anymore. They don't need to hold them for ransom. Every child is worth a great deal of money to child sex traffickers. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed are worth the most. They can kidnap them from any country, take them to another country, film them, photograph them, and sell them to the world via the internet. Jenny was taken Christmas Day from her front yard. She was kidnapped when her mother went to answer the phone. Normally, I do not locate the children. A private investigator or someone else finds the children. I just go and get them. The family saw my website and asked if I could help. The private investigator found her. He told us where she was at, which was Brazil. My team are hardened veterans, and they don't get paid to send. They volunteer.
All right, have a seat. I want to thank you first for coming. This is the reason we're going in. This is what it's all about tonight, all right? Jenny was kidnapped from her home in California, taken out of the country, taken through Mexico to South America. She's now in Brazil. Basically what we're going to do, we got a 5-man team here. We're going to fly down. We have contacts on the ground, and those contacts have given us updated information that she is alive. The flight's going to be a long one. It's going to take about 3 refueling stops. Once we land, we're going to get out of the plane, move into that cache, pick up our gear, pick up our weapons, and then move from there. Ken, going to have you as the point man. Galvin, you're going to be security. Creep and JC, you're going to be on team 2. We'll patrol in from this road to these 2 hooches.
Do we have any intel on how many guards there are?
None whatsoever. We do have the contact on the ground that has cached some weapons for us.
How are we going to find this cache?
Once we get off the plane, we're going to move to the tree line. We're going to patrol down about 100 meters, and it should be right there. I'm going to take the canister that we're going to put her in, bulletproof canister, and I'll be carrying this. Gavin, if you can grab the MREs and the water supplies. Creep and Jane, if you can load the plane with the medical equipment. I'm going to go out back and burn the paperwork here, anything that we have left around the maps. Our objective, to bring that girl home. All right, let's move out, guys.
We don't set out to hurt anyone. If I could knock on the door and say, hey, I'm here to pick up little Susie, and they would give her to me. Or if we can buy a child. We've tried that, it's never worked. Once we have a child in our custody or children, we will do whatever we have to do to see to it that no more harm comes to these children or to ourselves.
Ty has the biggest heart you'll ever find. He's a tough son of a bitch, I'll give him that. But his heart is bigger than he is tough. And that's saying a lot because he's riddled with bullet holes. And he's got the respect of all of his men. There isn't one guy that wouldn't follow him to hell. I think everybody knows what a hero is. when you get right down to it, if you have to ask people, you know, who's your hero? Who's your real hero? It's not Michael Jordan, it's not LeBron James, it's not Mickey Mantle. It's a guy that knows he's gonna get sent through a meat grinder, but he goes anyways.
Lord, I just ask that you bless these men and women that have volunteered their time for this mission. Keep us safe, Lord.
We have allegiance that we swear, and that is, if necessary, we are prepared to give all of our tomorrows for one child's today. We're prepared to give everything that it takes to bring a child back thought lost forever.